Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. I hope you guys are having a great day. I am having a fantastic day, and it is night on the Hermitcraft server, or so it appears. In today's episode, the first thing I want to do several different things. Oh, we have stuff spawning. Where did you spawn from? Came from over here somewhere. Probably this spot? Maybe? It's like the only place I can think of that's spawnable. Okay, anyway, what I want to do in today's episode to start things off is I want to do a little bit of work on our secret entranceway down here to our storage room. This thing is really cool. It's a mumbo-jumbo design. It's a piston hidden staircase, and it's super awesome. It's an amazing secret entrance. The problem is it's not very secret because I always have it open all the time. And the reason that I always have it open all the time is because this is the lever that turns it on and off, and it's really kind of a pain to go back and forth and hit the lever, and then when you're down there, yeah, like, we need to do something about this. So what I want to do is I want to install a system where there will be a button on this side and a button out here somewhere on this side that you can hit that will then both open and close this thing. That's basically the plan. Now, that could be a little bit easier said than done, because you guys, if you know me at all, you know that my redstone foo is not so amazing. I'm not the greatest redstoner ever. But I think we'll be okay. I have a plan, and I think this plan will work. So right now, this is our redstone activation line thing, right? This is the spot where the redstone goes to turn on and off the system, so we can just get rid of this, because we're not going to use this anymore. It's an inconvenient location. I don't want to use that. I think I want one button to be right here. Okay. And then the other button, I'm thinking we'll put it down here, maybe like right. There's a torch there. We can get rid of that torch though. We can put the button there instead, put a torch here. So there'll be a button right there. Okay. So now what we need to do is do a little bit of redstone magic. What's back here? Anything important? No, this is the back of my little thing. Okay, cool. So let's just clear out a little bit of space over here. And there is some sort of a technical term for this type of circuit that I'm going to build. I don't remember the technical term, so don't hold it against me if I can't properly identify it as a Snorlax or whatever the name of the thing is. That was a joke about RS Snorlaches, by the way. Anyway, I digress. So let's see. Over here, let's just kind of dig. Where is our hole? Should be like, yeah, right here. Good. Okay, so this is where the button's gonna go, right? Yes. So if I run a redstone signal, if I hit this button, that will light up, right? Yes, good. That's what I thought, but I just wanted to be sure. Okay, so we have a little bit of a redstone thingy going that way. And this will be one of our two inputs. And then we can just cover this back up. Like so, right? So hit that button and it'll turn on. And then the other one will go down here. Now, we also need to wire the output of this whole thing up to this redstone line, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So let's see. Other redstone line here. So let's connect those two. You hit one button, the whole thing lights up, right? That's good. That's what we want. We're actually going to need more space than this, I think. Let's clear out a bit more space. And actually, that will allow us to be a little bit better with our redstone over here. Make this a little bit more straight. Okay, good. So now, if I put this here and I press that button, this will not extend. I didn't think so. Just making sure. Let's grab a repeater on the other hand. And if I put you... actually, where do we want to run this? I suppose what we should do is we should find that redstone input right here. And we probably want to bring this down like so. Let's get rid of you. And we'll go down one more. And then I think it should be like right about here, right? Yes, good. So this is going to be our output. And if we go like this, actually, if we go like that and like this, and then I do a dust and a dust and a dust, that will be our output. Good. And we'll just put a couple torches. Okay. So, input, output. Awesome. So now what we need is we need a system that if you press either one of these buttons is going to make something happen. And I think what I think the plan here is we're going to put a repeater right here going into this piston. And then we'll just hook it up to a block. It doesn't matter what kind of block. Let's do this. Let's go piston there, right? And if I press this, yep, that piston extends. Good. Excellent. Now, we need to hook this guy up to a block, right? And then what I need to do is create a new system that will observe this happening, right? So we're going to put an observer block there, going into a piston here, and then we'll put a block of redstone there. So what should happen when either of these two buttons get pressed, and I think this is short enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, good. So when either of these two get pressed, this is going to cause this piston to extend and then retract. But the pulse will be so short that this will... Well, here, let me just show you. Press the button. Oh, why did that observe twice? What else was this observing? There... Oh. I didn't think of that. So that is not going to work as well as I had thought, because it's going to fire twice. And that's already the stone button, which is the shortest one. Oh, man. Oh, I thought I had an easy redstone fix. Okay, let me think about this for a minute. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back, and I think I found a solution. This might be one of those episodes, guys. If this is ridiculously derpy, I apologize. But you know, this is the fun. We are learning redstone together because, let's be honest, redstone, not really my specialty. So what I need to do, I think our previous plan will work. The only thing is, I need it to, I need a shorter pulse, essentially. This pulse is too short. So, here is what we are going to attempt. And this part was all good. We do that. Yes, piston. Well, We may have to rewire some of these things, but it should be okay. Anyway, so let's go a repeater here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And am I gonna have enough space to do that? We're gonna need a little space up here, actually. There we go. Clear that out. And right here, we're gonna put another sticky piston with stone brick on top like so. Okay, so I think that'll do, right? Oh, is that right? No, I did mess this up. I thought so. I thought this looked a little funky. Okay, so try again. Redstone dust. Piston here, right? With a block. And then another redstone dust. No. And then a repeater. So, what should happen when I press this button, this redstone should not light up for as long as that redstone. Good. Good. That totally worked. Oh, that totally worked the way I wanted it to. Okay, awesome. So then, we should be good. We put our sticky piston here. We put our block of redstone here. We put an observer here. Well, and this doesn't even need to be a block of redstone. This can just be a whatever. Okay, so sticky piston. The redstone block needs to go here. Yeah, actually, I'm going to have to scoot that back even a little bit more. That's okay. So, let's give ourselves a little bit more space. There we go. Because we need to put a sticky piston here. Block of redstone there. There we go. And then this observer will observe this. And that will push to here. Okay. I think that should do it. So when I press this button, this should close. No? Oh, why did you not extend? Did I put this thing backward? I put the observer backwards, guys. I put the observer backwards. That would do it. Okay, try again. So, that does the thing. And then that does the thing. Okay, so far so good. Let's test it out. Wait. Button here. Haha. And then it all closes. Well, actually no. We'll leave that redstone right where it was at. That's a good spot for the button. It's far enough away but close enough that I'll still remember to press it. Okay. I think we were successful. I don't know what type of circuit that is, but I think it'll work. So now we can open and close our thing. That took me way longer than I thought it was going to. I was like, oh, I could just use an observer and I'll test it by putting a block down. Didn't think that the button pulse is long enough that it will observe it twice and undo my work. So that was unfortunate. I am amazing at redstone. That's all right. We are learning redstone together. That's kind of one of my goals, actually, for Season 5, is to become better at redstone. I don't want to say I want to be good at redstone, because I don't think I will ever be truly good at redstone. But I'd like to at least kind of understand the basics of redstone and learn those over the course of this season. So we're going to learn a little bit of redstone together over the course of Season 5, which I think is fine. I think that's okay. And it'll be kind of a fun thing to learn it together. And I'm sure some of you are raging about how terrible I am at redstone and blah, blah, blah. And that's okay. You're right. I am horrible at it. But you only learn by getting better, and I have much learning to do. Now, what I want to do also in today's episode, I seem to have misplaced my ender chest. Oh, I know where it is. I was doing a little bit of work on the houses over here. Yeah. I remember now. I was doing a little bit of work off camera. And I had some stuff that I had put down over here. So this should be where our ender chest is. So, a couple people asked me to use my texture pack. My texture pack that I use in my single player world. On Hermitcraft, and I don't intend to do that for the season. Like, that's not going to be something I want to do regularly. However, I thought it would be kind of fun to just take a look around at some of the areas on the server today in the texture pack and just see how things look. So here it is. This is my castle. Really, the only thing that you'll notice that's different is the glass panes. That's about it. That's the only thing that's going to look different. Everything else, I think for the most part, well, and you may notice a little bit of difference with a couple minor textures. Like, for example, the dark oak is not so red. It's a little bit less saturated and a little bit, it blends a little bit better with other materials, I think. I also have the corners of logs darkened. But for the most part, you're not going to notice a huge number of differences between my texture pack that I use in Kingdoms and the default texture pack, at least in this area. There are certainly some places where you would notice some things. So let's see if we can fly off to, I don't know, maybe the community area. Let's take a look over here and just see if we notice any differences over here. Well, there's one. Black nether brick instead of red nether, instead of the maroonish, ugly nether brick. It seems, it seems as though somebody, it seems there was a creeper explosion at my starter house, which is actually okay. I think I'm going to tear this down pretty soon. It's not really needed anymore. I left it up to kind of allow people to grab whatever resources they want from these chests. But they don't really need that stuff anymore. They've had their opportunity to grab them. And right now, this thing's kind of just in the way and taking up space. Looks like these two buildings have been they've seen some better days. Oh, there's another difference you'll notice. This is my iron door instead of the regular, like, super bright iron door. Things are looking good, though, for the most part. Not a whole lot of differences. One thing that I'm interested to see, I kind of want to head to the NHO's jungle and just poke around there a little bit. Oh, there's a difference. This is Granite. This is a perfect example of why I will not be using this texture pack for all of Season 5, or for even a significant portion of Season 5. In fact, I will probably not use it again after this episode. But this is Granite, and this is what we call a dramatic change. This is something where if you use this block in the texture pack, it may look great. If you use it on a server and people are not using the texture pack, it's going to look terrible. Diorite is kind of very much the same way. My diorite looks like white cobblestone and white stone brick. But I kind of want to head to the NHO area, and the reason for that is that BOO has a texture pack that mine has often been compared to. They are similar in some ways and also very different in some ways. And I want to take a look and just see how that area looks in my texture pack, because I've seen it in his, in like his videos and stuff like that. So let's just kind of take a peek over there. And the other thing too is I need a couple resources from the jungle. I need to snag some cocoa beans. Don't tell the NHO, but I'm going to be taking some cocoa beans. And furthermore, I'm not going to be paying taxes on them because I have not elected a duly appointed representative to represent me in these taxes that they are trying to levy. So, no taxation without representation is not a thing. But anyway, it's a little bit of a trek to the NHO's jungle. I'm going to head over there, and I'll meet up with you in just a little bit. And here we are. NHO's jungle area place desert thing. I do have to say, the mesa looks pretty nice. I like it. We've got actual white hardened clay. I'd really prefer this golden sand texture over the orange sand. I like this a lot. I will also say, if we take just a little bit of this, red sandstone in my texture pack actually looks red, and not so much like sandstone. It's a very nice color, though. It's a very beautiful red color. Anyway, let's head into the jungle. I just need to steal a little bit of, well, no, not steal. I'm not going to steal. I'm going to forage. I just need to forage for a little bit of cocoa beans. Just a little. I don't need many. I just need a couple. There's some growing there. I don't necessarily... There we go. That's perfect. Right up there. Look at that. That's like the perfect number. I don't even need that many. I've actually got a couple junglewood saplings back at home. I just need the cocoa beans so I can grow said cocoa beans for brown dye, because I plan to use some brown concrete powder for path blocks and stuff like that. Roads, things along those lines. I figure if we get maybe 16 of them, that'll be enough. And you know what? Let's just take a couple more for good measure, and I'll even be a good citizen and replant, because I'm nice like that. We'll just replant a couple of them. That's what we'll do. Yes. In fact, we'll just keep taking and replanting. They can't be mad if I replenish the environment, right? What? I think the NHO is doing some, like, voodoo rituals out here or something. They've got, like, heads on pikes. That doesn't look like an NHO flag, though. I thought their colors were, like, black and white. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the Revolution? Iskul and Ren? I don't know. Regardless, I want to head over. There's actually some really cool stuff out here, by the way. Don't tell the NHO I said so, but there's some pretty nifty builds out here. Doc's skull is pretty cool. It's over there. I mean, look at it. It's so nice. Also, I don't know if the traps are active or... Wow, listen to all those zombies. Ooh. Oh, there's another minor difference with the texture pack. The mossy cobble has the same color as mossy stone brick, instead of like this vibrant green. I don't know that I want to get close. It seems dangerous, but it's a really cool build. I hear so many zombies. Anyway, moving on. Let's continue. I think I have enough cocoa beans. This looks pretty much the same as it does regularly. I don't see any, like, jungle wood or anything like that in there. Oh, it's getting night. This is a terrible place. Oh, that must be B-Dub's Deku tree up there. Wow. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice. I have to hand it to him. They may not know how to be very friendly, but they sure know how to build. I will give them that. And I don't know, I know Beef has some stuff out here too, but I'm not sure exactly where he is building it. I don't know if he's got like a proper base yet, or if he's just been working on the map hall, or I don't know. I know he's got like a little starter house somewhere, but oh man, it's so dark. Let's sleep real quick. There we go. Sleep faster. Self. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't look... It looks good. It looks good. The textures... I mean, the texture pack... I don't think that it really changes anything, honestly. I think if I were looking at this in the default texture pack, it would look almost the same. I don't think there would be very many differences. Beautiful area, though. Anyway, I think it's time... I got my cocoa beans that I needed. I think it's time for me to head back and call it an episode, guys, because that redstone took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. My friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.